who knows nothing can understand nothing. Plunge deeper into the darkness, and your heart will grow even stronger.
Good tidings, everybody, and welcome to the Ansem Report podcast. This is episode number 99, or as our good friend Jip214 would call it, the Max Level podcast.
Oh, shit.
We hit Max Level 99, and there's only one place to go from here, and that's up. But before we get into that, I'm Mike, and with me as always, my brother, Jason, who is wearing a shirt that poses the ultimate existential question: what the fuck is Dog Street?
What the fuck is it, dude?
Hello, Jason.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good.
We're recording this on New Year's Eve 2020. So when you're
Holy
hearing
shit.
this, we'll actually be in the future. We'll be in 2021 when you're hearing this. And tonight we have a big New Year's Eve bash we're throwing with Tara. We're going to be counting
It's
in
gonna
the new
be
year.
a banger.
Next week, Jason, Friday, January 8th, ringing in the new year in proper, the 100th episode of the Ansem Report podcast. I hate to make a big deal about this, but you know, I am patting myself and you on the back right now.
We're just too fucking good.
100 episodes. Who could imagine? I couldn't.
That's crazy.
The longest running Kingdom Hearts podcast. Next week, I want to give you guys kind of an idea of what's going to happen. At 5 p.m. on twitch.tv/SuperSpikeGhetti we will be doing the live episode of the Ansem Report podcast. We will have... I'm not going to spoil everything for you guys right now, but I will say we're going to have a double Cavern of Remembrance. We're going to be visiting the Dark Road, as always. There might even be a Union Cross 5 minutes.
There will not be a Union Cross.
There
5
might
minutes.
be. You don't know.
There will not.
You don't know. But there's going to be lots of goofs and gaffs. Our good friend Sean, our mod on Twitch, Sean_AFK, who does a bunch of podcasts himself. He's putting together clips that you guys picked of the best moments of the 100 episodes preceding us, or the 99 episodes preceding us. So we're going to dive into that. Tyler's got something weird planned that we don't know what it is.
We have no idea.
The most important thing you guys can do to get ready for that is, one, mark your calendars. Make sure you're free at 5 p.m.
Yeah. Be
next
there.
Friday. Also,
Or be square.
go into Discord. Join the Discord
And
if
we'll
you're not a
give you
member
money.
yet. What? No.
Because they're square. Get it?
Oh.
Because we give money to square.
Oh. Every day, every morning, I wake up and give money to Square Enix. Answer the question of the week in the Discord. Join the Discord, answer the question of the week. Because if you do that, you'll be entered to win a bunch of different prizes. Tara and I spent a good chunk yesterday cataloging all the prizes that we're going to be giving, and there's a lot of good stuff in there, including a Cyx mouse pad, ergonomic mouse pad, where the ergonomic part are his big pecs.
Oh my god.
It's a Thirst mouse pad. So I know a lot of you are into Cyx.
Oh my god.
That's why I bought it off Etsy. So one of you could be a winner of that. Also, there'll be a lot of other good prizes for people that aren't delinquents. Like,
let's be real, you're all cretins.
Let's be real. You're all cretins and delinquents. But anyway, I hope you guys will please look forward to that. If you're someone who can't catch the live podcast, it will be posted on the podcast feed and on YouTube after the fact. But just remember, there won't be a podcast right at 9 a.m. on Friday like normal, because we're doing it live at 5 p.m. Just wanted to, so I don't get, where's the podcast? It's late. So I don't get none of that. It's live. I expect to see all of you there.
Live.
Jason will be keeping track of A, who doesn't answer the question of the month, and B, who's not there.
Yeah.
He'll be keeping track. And I don't know what's going to happen with that list he makes, but it's going to be a list.
Just know
He'll
that
be
I
keeping track.
know.
Switching gears slightly, Jason. I don't know why I picked up my phone, because I don't need it. We have a podcast review on Apple Podcasts.
Let's go.
From our good friend, Get Roxel.
The boy.
Get Roxel.
The boy.
Doing it right. And it's a 5-star review, because of course it is.
Hell yeah.
And he says,
thank you.
Great hosts. The boys from the Super SpikeGhetti Bros on YouTube and Twitch do a great job of running this Kingdom Hearts podcast. They share with the listeners their authentic thoughts and feelings towards the series in humorous, more mature, and oftentimes wholesome ways. Mike is great at leading the show, always bringing incredibly interesting KH-related material to discuss each week, and giving Jason enough opportunity to get all his 5-head, unhinged, extremely different takes to the table. They both contribute with energy and passion and bounce off one another nicely. The show has a great group of listeners who respect the brothers for their dedication. The SpikeGhetti Bros put a large emphasis on growing the community environment for their listeners, so no one feels like they have to enjoy these games alone. Fans of this game know it is not probably... I read that wrong. Fans of this game know it is not easy to fit 52 episodes of KH information into a year when Square Enix takes on average 2 years, feels like 7, to release a KH game. Mike and Jason take the challenge head on. Having the chemistry you can only have with a brother, these two are top-notch at this craft. The longest-running Kingdom Hearts podcast has been a favorite of mine since the early episodes and has only gotten better since. I highly recommend this podcast for anyone who is interested in video games. Here you will find an interest in the series that expands outside of the games themselves. Regardless whether you just listen along during your work shifts/studying or join in on the Twitch insanity, there is room for everyone to find something of interest through this podcast. Get Roxel, dude. Thank you. Holy cow, that was a very nice and wonderful review and a lot of really flattering things.
The homie.
He's wrong about most of it, but I appreciate
I didn't want it to
it.
end, dude. Just keep saying nice things about me.
Yeah, just do another one. Just do it again. Just kidding. Thank you, Get Roxel. We appreciate you. If you want to be like Get Roxel and be an absolute superstar and a baller, you can go, if you listen on Apple Podcasts, you can go review us, give us 5 stars, and say nice things about us if you want. If you don't have Apple Podcasts, a lot of people have asked me, like, how do I review on Google Podcasts? I believe Apple Podcasts is the only podcasting service that you can review on.
Which is like weird.
Which is weird, for one. But for two, if you're listening on Spotify or Stitcher or Pocket Cast or whatever it might be, just you listening is good enough.
To all 99 episodes?
That is fantastic.
On repeat in a playlist?
Over and over.
And the playlist name is just a bunch of eggplant emojis?
I literally need all of you to just go out and buy a separate computer to blockchain listen to our podcast.
Okay, yeah. That'll be
just
good.
have it running 24/7.
Yeah.
If you can't do a podcast review.
Maybe just have like a lot of tabs open too. With like different accounts.
I want the extra computer to be at 99% CPU usage.
Yeah.
And it's only listening to our podcast, okay?
That many tabs. Thank
you can mute it. Like, you don't have to listen to it.
Oh, yeah. You just right click at the top, mute site. There you go, dude.
Yeah, boom, done. And then I want you to have another computer to just have our Twitch channel open. Get going. Just kidding. Don't do any of that.
And I need a tier 3 sub. Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Gimme.
Gimme. We appreciate all of you guys, regardless if you just listen. If that's like the bare minimum that you do, that's awesome. Like, we love the fact that we can do this every week and have a great time doing it. That being said, Jason, I've miscalculated something.
What?
I've miscalculated something.
What?
So
what?
We were doing Yoko's advent calendar, right?
Uh-huh.
And in my head, I thought she was doing it till the new year.
Oh.
She was only doing it till Christmas Eve.
Oh.
So we have one post to read from Yoko Shimomura.
Wait, she did it over Christmas, man? What the fuck, man?
She just did it till Christmas Eve, dude. So we have one post of her advent calendar to read.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, I think, right? That's right. Yeah. It just goes to 24. At least on KH13's website, it only goes to 24. So if there's more, it's their fault. Shout out to OJ. Day 24, March Caprice for Melody of Memory. As the title says, this song was supposed to be a marching song, as that was requested for Kingdom Hearts. However, since I changed the tempo a bit for this version, it didn't become a march technically. But if I march fast enough, maybe it can become one. 1, 2, 1, 2. Let us all march forward. And that's what we're doing. We're marching forward into 2021, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Yoko, for this beautiful 24 days of hints and tips and tricks and behind the scenes on your music. We appreciate
little
it.
cookies.
Little cookies. Now, Jason, I'm going to have you watch a video.
Oh, no. No, I see the thumbnail now. No.
I'm going to have you watch a video from our good friend BioRoxus.
No.
And then I want your live reaction.
Oh, my God.
Okay? I want your live reaction to it. It's a short video. It's 58 seconds. Here we go.
I hate Xigbar. I hate his face. I hate his stupid lines. I hate his stupid attitude. His boss fights.
This isn't real.
People say, why don't you just block more? But here's the thing. If I'm blocking, how can I deal damage, huh? Didn't think about that one, huh? Gigabrain commenter? Yeah, I see you. I don't care if sometimes it stuns him or not. It's dumb, and I suck at blocking anyways. And I hate Xigbar.
How
I don't
could
care
you?
that Xigbar has one of the biggest character twists of all time. Maybe I lost my mind when he was revealed to be Lucio and literally all of his actions throughout the series can now be seen through a different lens. I don't care. Maybe his guns and attacks are actually pretty cool and then he links them together into a bow and rains down hundreds of arrows. That's pretty cool. Nope, I hate him. He's stupid. The amount of literal tears
This is
I
a
shed
big
over
shit
his boss
post.
fight will never be forgiven or forgotten, to be honest. The confusion, the fear, the dread. Xigbar has scarred me for life. I will never be able to trust someone or love anyone because of what this man, no, this monster has done to me. Fuck you, Xigbar.
So the video.
He said the F word, and then he said Xigbar.
So the video is called "I Hate Xigbar" by BioRoxas, and BioRoxas, from what I've seen
my
on
God.
YouTube, normally has one of two types of videos. He has the breakdowns, where he's breaking down in detail different moves and animations.
Some of the
and,
most minute shit.
yes,
But I watch it.
or he makes meme videos.
This was a meme video. Get trolled. Get clickbaited.
Here's the thing. He means it, though. He hates Xigbar. And I don't know how I feel about that. I stand BioRoxas until he tells me he hates Xigbar. And when
I don't know. It kind of seemed like a shit post to me.
No, dude, he really hates him, dude.
It
It's
kind of
real.
seemed like a shit post.
Dude, he told me he hates him in person.
Wow.
Because I was like, maybe it's a shit post, you know.
Yeah.
And I tweeted at him and I said, wow, Bio, you can never be forgiven for this. And he said, wait, shit, I need to quote. Hold on. Hold on. I don't want to misquote anybody. I'm not. I don't want
proper journalism.
I don't want BioRoxas to be like, oh, everybody always picks on me. He's okay.
That's kind of how the video starts, huh?
What?
Nothing.
I said, this is unforgivable, BioRoxas, if that's even your real name.
Oh my God.
And he said, you forced my hand. The Joshua dragging on your podcast is unforgivable. And I said, Joshua isn't even a Kingdom Hearts character, and he's a D-bag.
Yeah.
And he replied
a
with
D-bag.
He replied with me gearing up to come after you, and it was the Kermit gif where he's flailing his arms in the air.
Oh my
And I told him, bring it. And he didn't respond because he's a coward. BioRoxas the coward.
Also the absolute fiend. Like, he just decided to start over, bro. And he's gonna make it. He's gonna be damn near to 99 when 100 drops.
Oh, listening to the podcast?
Yes.
Yeah, he's nuts. He's nuts, but he also hates Xigbar. So I don't know if this is one of those like Twitter beefs.
Like, I respect him. I'm gonna make an account and just to harass him on Twitter. And also just like, what the fuck, dude? This has to be a shit post.
No, dude, he hates Xigbar, dude.
I feel like he actually said more good things about Xigbar than bad, though.
No, dude, he is creating discourse in the Kingdom Hearts community, and he needs to be stopped.
He just always is doing it, dude.
I need everybody to say hashtag it's time to stop BioRoxas. I can hear you guys all typing on your keyboards right now. Thank you. Moving on,
Thank you.
Jason. You know what time it is, dude.
Oh, no.
Brand new phone game, Mr. Nomura. Download BlueStacks and grind on your computer. Make some new friends. They all have big keys. They'll all be dead by the time we reach chapter 3. Dark road, take me home to the place where I belong. Scarlet Coyote, Xehanort Mama, take me home. Dark road.
No.
Brand new phone game.
No.
Mr. Nomura.
No.
Download BlueStacks and take a big ol' pooper. I opened up Dissidia Omnia. Opera Omnia. I had a stroke, but I opened up Dissidia just by habit instead of Dark Road.
You're like, oh yeah, cool phone game
by Square Enix.
Yeah.
Not the right one.
No.
Not the right one. So we're in that weird space where we caught 2 different Dark Road updates, dude.
Oh shit.
And the first one talks about a high-ranking card draw from till today when we're recording this. So hopefully you did that. But basically you do a 10-card pull with
if you're waiting
tickets.
for your news from here, dude, you're a psychopath.
Right,
okay?
right. So forget that. But until the 10th of January, you can do a mission where you get up to 10 Ansem cards. And that's right, Ansem Secret Darkness, our boy. And he's a red card, and he uses Dark Fire Raid, which has a base power 15 and a 10 power 45, which if you do the mission's not that bad. It's like defeat 500 enemies and then defeat 500 4-star enemies. So if you just defeat 500 4-star enemies, you get all of it, basically.
Oh, okay.
I think that's the mission. Hold on. I don't want to misquote.
I mean, does it matter? This is going to be over by the time they hear this.
No, it goes to the 10th.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, by the time they hear it. Oh, wait.
They're hearing this tomorrow, dude.
What were you saying? There was like a... Oh, that's the other thing.
The other thing is
something
till the
is till the
31st.
10th.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yep. So I've completed the Ansem thing, and yeah, it's defeat 500 enemies and then defeat 500 4-star enemies, and you get jewels with it too. So, and then you also get a ticket if you complete it all, and you get plus 10 Ansem card, and he fit right into my deck. So it's pretty nice, actually. I wish they would do that more often. Like the dark side, by the time you get the dark side one, because it's from monthly, that card's useless.
Oh, yeah.
Like that. So that one's dumb.
Yeah.
So it's like,
No, I remember seeing that immediately.
yeah.
Like
2
2 days after the game launched.
That's
I was
just
like,
for collectors, I guess.
I was
don't
like,
know.
what the fuck is this card?
Also, till the 10th, you can use quest keys up to 6 times a day instead of 3. So that's kind of hype. And then the update that's coming as you're reading this, there are 3 new cards added, and they are all key arts. Key art 5, 6, and 7.
Holy shit.
They all look pretty fucking strong. I'm guessing they're like 500 rainbow points or something.
Probably, yeah.
I can't pull for them yet because it's not the first yet where we are. But they all also have a low chance of inflicting a status effect with their extra effect, which they're plus 10.
So the first one is a lightning ability
that can inflict poison.
There's a low chance of poison. What the buck? But then the fire one is like, yo, it could paralyze.
Yep.
What?
Hey, you can be paralyzed from burns.
But like the lightning, it just makes sense, dude.
And then the water attack, you can put them to sleep. So they basically drown.
Oh my god.
And then also starting today, there's a New Year's event for the next 3 days, and you're limited to 1 run per day. But if you clear the mission board, you get card draw tickets, and it's like a BP mission. It seems, I don't know what it is exactly, but it seems like the premium key mission basically, but for free.
It's a gold mushroom.
Right,
appears as a boss, and you defeat it, and you get 500K.
Right, so like the premium keys, but without using premium keys, basically.
What the fuck?
And then also shout out to our boy Come Guardian 69, who says, "I love Kingdom Hearts Dark Road so much. Scenario update win on KH Insider." But we've seen him before. It's CUM Guardian 69.
Yeah.
What a hero. What a legend. So
Shout outs to you.
I wanted to shout out to him. My phone, I didn't charge it last night because I just fell asleep. So it keeps closing out. So now I have to go do my draw here. I have enough for 1 draw. And I'm still hoping for Christmas Roxas. Thank you to Miss Weinrib who photoshopped Jewish Rabbi Roxas for us.
It's living rent free,
and haunted
dude.
my dreams with that.
It's living rent free.
Appreciate that. But I'm hoping for fucking Christmas Roxas, dude. Here we go. My 1 draw today. Please. Please give me Christmas Roxas.
0 cards.
The sirens are coming for me.
They heard your mating call.
1
dude.
blue a boo.
This fire truck's coming to fuck you, dude.
1 blue a boo. Every card absolute useless. 40 shot points. That's so awful, dude.
You love to see it.
That's so awful.
Damn, dude, that's so crazy. That makes me want to download the game.
Yeah, dude. Holy shit.
Holy shit, I'm missing out, dude.
Holy shit. I bet those new cards are going to be 1,000. Because key art number 2 is 1,000.
Oh, no.
I'm also, because I bought Hades last week, I'm also short of getting Chris Festive Roxas.
Wow, it's almost like...
It's almost like you told me.
It's almost like there was somebody who was like, yo...
I'm 32
why the
points short.
fuck would you do that? And then it also just end up being a dog shit garbage grief card.
Yeah.
Literal grief card.
Yeah. All right, I'm feeling special, Jason. I got one ticket from completing that Ansem board.
Dude, I can't wait to get a blue Rhapsody, dude.
We're throwing it in. One ticket. And it was Tinkerbell.
Nice.
Tinkerbell, which I guess she heals. That's useful. She's +7 now. Oh, boy. Oh.
Wow, dude.
I'm going to reveal this right now because
Episode 99 could have been so good. It would have been marked as the, wow, you got Festive Roxas card. Against all odds,
Yeah.
wow, Mike and Jason are definitely built different. We're just shitters.
I'm going to reveal this
We have
now
a Hades card.
because I want
Thank
you guys to understand the dread leading up to the 100th episode. I am actually, for the sake of the podcast, for the 100th episode, I am going to drop a little bit of money into Dark Road.
Oh my god.
So we can do multiple polls live.
He's doing the forbidden.
I'm doing the forbidden tech.
He's doing a nature taboo.
Nature
This is not
taboo.
good.
If I disappear after, it's because I didn't get any good cards and I went to go live in the fucking sewers
Yeah. With
Okay.
the rats.
with the rats.
and
So I
the
just want you guys to
aboos.
know.
The street rats.
The street rats. We're going to take a short break. And when we come back,
I can't wait for the chat to just be lol when we spend money and don't get.
when we come back, we're going to do the question of the week and who knows what other fucking shitter kind of stuff we're going to get into.
What other debauchery?
What other craziness. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Ansem Report podcast. The poddest of casts, Jason. The longest running Kingdom Hearts podcast. Are you not going to say hi to the people? We're back.
I'm nervous.
Oh, for what?
I don't know, dude. I'm just nervous.
Oh, I know why you're nervous. Because it's time for the question of the week.
I always just get nervous.
This week's question of the week, Jason. With last week celebrating the 15th anniversary of Kingdom Hearts 2, what is your favorite thing about Kingdom Hearts Vanilla? Kingdom Hearts 2 Vanilla.
Not FM.
Not FM. Losers.
Oh my god.
Take that, final mixed truthers. They're like flat earthers.
Okay, yeah, but like H2FM's like actually good, whereas
Yeah,
like,
so is the Earth being flat, dude.
No.
But you don't see me running around talking about
that
it.
does make sense.
Anyway,
You flipped it around.
first answer, Tyler Rims. He says Roxas. Send tweet. Good answer.
Hell yes.
Billy the Kid Lawrence says KH2 gave us Decisive Pumpkin, aka the greatest Keyblade of all time, not only in design and stats, but it makes jingle bell noises every hit you land. It's perfection.
Yeah. It's pretty good.
Very true.
It's pretty
Very
good.
true.
That's like something that's like underrated. Is like the little animations, like the splashes when you hit shit.
I thought you were gonna say that.
Underrated.
I thought you were gonna say Decisive Pumpkin's underrated, and I was like,
Okay,
no way, dude.
That's like a terrible take. What the
Yeah,
fuck?
people always love
No, just like the splashes on Keyblades.
I like the you know what Keyblade is underrated? The PlayStation exclusive one in KH3 because
Okay, that's disgusting.
well, no, it drops the buttons. Like it drops the triangle, X, circle, and square, and I think that's really cool. The Xbox one's fucking lame in comparison. It just has like little X's.
Oh, like the Xbox?
Yeah, it's like the logo, yeah.
Oh.
But the PlayStation one's dope. Anyway,
Okay.
Orpheus Joshua says, honestly, the Roxas prologue. While it got shat on a lot and still does, I've grown a strong admiration for it. Does such a fantastic job of setting up a mood of false normalcy and tearing it down gradually and unsettlingly. No other section in KH does something like this. My opinion on KH has worsened over the years, but I greatly respect it for the prologue. You heard it here first. Orpheus Joshua of KH13 says he hates Kingdom Hearts 2. You hate to see it.
Yeah. You wouldn't want to be him.
At this moment. It's almost like making a video saying you hate Xigbar.
Yeah. That's like the only thing that could be worse.
I mean, I didn't say this earlier, but do you really want to trust a man like BioRoxas where he put every single Disney character in the D tier when he did a character tier rank? Every single Disney character. Donald, Goofy, in the D rank.
D tier. You know what? You know what the other name for D tier is? Dog shit tier.
Yeah. So that you can't really trust BioRoxas.
How could you?
I prefer Water KH.
Kara's triggered right now. She doesn't know what's going on.
She's reading her book.
But internally, she's like, something terrible's happened right now.
She knows.
And I'm pissed.
She's battling BioRoxas in her Station of Awakening right now.
But I don't know why I'm fucking pissed.
Yes. Phil Games says, the opening movie, everything about Roxas and Twilight Town, and the amazing ending. I know that's 3 things, but I couldn't choose, and I can't count, but that's not related.
Unrelated.
Captain Joe says ditto to what Phil said.
Okay, dude.
It's kind of cheating, Captain
Really
Joe,
did.
but it's fine. But Captain Joe wasn't the only one to do that.
Oh
week.
my god.
So we'll get to who else did
Guys,
that.
at least Control C, Control V, my god.
Just copy paste it. DP Grant says, housekeeping, you were right the first time. It's DP Grant, just my initials and last name. Also, I didn't realize until recently you guys are also from Michigan. I'm from Canton. We have the IKEA. A fellow Michigander. K. Kona.
My man.
Up here in the north of Michigan. Michiganders.
Where for some reason we talk like we're from the south, but
we do, though.
You
We
cannot
don't-
get any more north.
You can't get any more north in America. But you go up to that UP.
Okay, that's a lie. You could go to Alaska. But
Well, that don't count.
no,
It's not part of the continental
that's true,
United
brother.
States,
That's
brother.
brother, but for some reason we still talk like this, brother.
You go to the UP. You go to the UP and they talk like this.
Yeah.
They're Yoopers.
Yeah, they're kind of scary. It's
And
like Get Out.
They call us down here trolls because we're under the bridge, you know. You laugh at that, but that's real, brother.
I guess I am a troll, dude.
Yeah, we
Whatever.
are trolls, dude. Down
I'm a
here
bit
in
of a
Michigan.
troll, dude.
Shout out to all our Yoopers.
Yes.
Shout out
All
to DP
5
Grant.
of you.
All 5, yeah, all 5 of the not all 5 of you that listen to podcasts, just all 5 of you in general that
Yes,
live up there
yes,
because it's a
yes.
fucking wasteland. How dare you? DP Grant says, our fellow Michigander, the growth abilities made movement the most fun it's been in any of the games. Now, if
True.
only there were worlds you'd want to explore and come back to once you gain those abilities.
Yeah.
Instead of the ugly box rooms that dominate every world in the entire game. With the exception of Twilight Town, which was in COM first, and parts of Radiant Garden, the worst KH world is better than any KH2 one. Yes, even Wonderland. The worst KH1 world. I'm sorry, I misspoke. So he's saying the worst KH1 worlds are better than any KH2 world. And I tend to agree.
Okay, not Wonderland.
I hate Wonderland for the theme and the aesthetic, but the world itself is fine.
No. I draw the line, dude.
Okay, fair.
The fucking room with like the fucking lamps or whatever you gotta turn on. Fuck that room. The weird bullshit where you have to like go through the different fucking doors and shit and it's all fucking fucked around and shifted and shit. Fuck that. But it's a bop to play on fucking Mom.
DP Grant continues. I also enjoyed Yensid's terse and prompt explanation of the events and enemies of the first game. By this point in the game, many players were anxious to set out as Sora, so I appreciate the fact that Nomura showed restraint and didn't drag the scene out to explain every little detail for 10 plus minutes, where a weaker game would have. That's true. They don't, once you, like Yensid gives you a little bit, but it could have been way worse.
Yeah.
Could have been way worse.
Well, I remember like the first, so like if I were to watch it now, I'd kind of be like Resident, sleeper it out, right?
Right.
But like, I remember the first time being like, oh my god, dude, like, it was similar to almost like the fear that you get the first time when you play KH1, and there's all these heartless and monsters and shit, and like you watch the dude die in Traverse Town. It's kind of similar to that, where you see this husk, like the animated husk or whatever that they had, that he's like, I don't know, like digitally portraying somehow. And it's like, holy shit, there's like this whole nother being that's just devoid
and
of...
they're evil.
Yeah, and devoid of feeling, and it's just...
And it looks like a monster zipper mouth, man.
Yeah, and how it moves is like weird.
Yeah.
And scary. And you're like, oh my god, what the fuck? What the fuck?
Great answer, DP Grant. And shout out to your IKEA in Canton, Michigan. Appreciate you. Alks, assembled alternatively, says, the final battle is, hands down, my favorite final boss in any video game. So fucking epic. The music is orgasmic, and it gets crazy. The ending is also really, really good because nobody fucking dies besides Zemnis, I guess, but oh well, he got fucked.
Get fucked.
Oh yeah, and the BBS secret ending movie is my favorite secret ending. Oh, and the 1,000 Heartless battle was awesome. Oh, and Roxas' stuff was cool. I love KH2. Sorry if I listed more than one thing I liked. LMAO, oops.
How dare you like KH2?
How dare you, Alks? That's illegal.
Apparently, we hate things about Kingdom Hearts as content creators.
Yes. We Shall Go Together 23 says, 1,000 Heartless battle all the way. I remember as a kid I would always stop playing after that and start a game over just to do that again. I could have just made a separate save right before it, but I was kind of dumb.
Dear God, you are dumb. Like, not just kind of dumb. Dear God, you are dumb. Even as a kid, I was like, I played through the game once, and then, because it's just regular KH2 on the PlayStation 2.
Right.
And I have like a save file for every fucking boss, dude.
Okay, well, you're a little weird.
Even as a kid, I knew that.
They're
dude.
dumb, but you're weird.
I was like 13.
You went too far the other direction.
I was like 13, and I was like, yo, every boss fight, here's a save for it, dude.
Yeah, that's a little weird. We Shall Go Together. While that was dumb, I admire
your stupidity.
Yeah, no, I admire your dedication to the cause. Kingdom Hearts, brother.
He's like, I actually never played the rest of it.
Yeah, I only beat the Heartless battle and then went back.
Not even once.
VIP214 says, dude, the last scene on the beach, Donald and Goofy tackling Sora, Riku picking up Mickey, us getting to see Roxas and Naminé through Sword and Kairi, and then he finally returns to her. He finally returns her lucky charm. Chef's kiss.
That's fucking good, dude.
Best ending in the series.
I got goosebumps, dude. I got shivers up my spine.
Korn says, I second Jip's answer.
Korn? Okay, dude. You have been here for how long? How the fuck do you think you could get away with that answer? Tyler's was lazy as fuck, but at least it was original and he was the first to fucking answer. I'm fucking triggered.
Pokemon Trainer Jay says, the super floaty battle mechanics. You can keep it going for ages in air and take 5 minutes or so before you actually run out of combo and fall down. And how they don't say Riku when the Gull Wing Pixies appear, just in case it's misheard as Riku, which may confuse things. Pokemon Trainer Jay with the subtle flex. Scary Trees 2 says, I sort of mentioned this in my answer for the question of the month. Spoiler, dude. KH2 is my favorite in the series. From the opening to the ending sequences, which are both great. This game ended in such a way that you would have been totally fine if that was it. The entire character of Roxas, who I assumed was Sora's little brother at first, his entire prologue sequence, the atmosphere of Twilight Town, and the inclusion of Vivi. Compared to KH1, it actually had the same warm, comforting sense yet impending dupe vibe that Majora's Mask had compared to Ocarina of Time. The era of my lifetime so far also had much to contribute to how the game affected me as a person. It was the same time I was exploring Vandeal and reading Order of the Phoenix for the first time, and I believe I was 15 or 16 years old. Just like Sora, I had too gone through puberty since KH1, and the whole world's ahead of me. One sky, one destiny. Amen.
Amen, brother.
Amen, brother.
Amen.
You love to see it. Sirius Black says, the one thing I enjoyed the most about KH2 were the drive forms and the action commands. The battle system didn't really change much going from KH1 to KH2, but I think the drive forms really did a nice job adding something extra to the combat. If I had to rank my drive form preference, 1, Valor form, 2, Final form, 3, Master form, 4, Wisdom form, honorable mention to Anti form, which completely caught me off guard the first time I ever got it. And you notice Sirius Black, smart. Didn't include limit form.
It's not
in vanilla.
in vanilla.
I wondered if that would throw somebody off, but it didn't. Not Sirius Black.
Not Sirius Black. He's 210 head, dude.
210 head. Another moment from KH2 that I really loved was the final battle with Sora and Riku against Xemnas. Back when I was younger, I still remember the first time I encountered the moment where Sora and Riku were surrounded by Xemnas lasers and you just had to mash X and triangle to have both of them deflect them. My favorite organization fights are Xemnas, Zaldin, and Xigbar. Like most people, I wasn't a complete fan of the Roxas prologue in KH2 at first, but after 358/2 came out and we got a chance to learn more about Roxas' backstory, I don't mind the prologue now. Thank you, Sirius Black.
It's like his little break, dude. He just kind of gets to be a normal kid for like a couple days.
Which he never got to before.
Right. He was just a weapon of mass destruction before.
Right. My inner voice's voice, also known as Sean's, also known as Just a Red Nocturne, says, I liked that the combat was faster. Felt like Sora was getting better at using the Keyblade. You know, character development. The boss battles were more engaging. The gummy editor was improved. Fun fact, I hardly used Drive Form in my first few playthroughs. Also, when I played it, this was when you still had to play the game again to watch cutscenes. So I had to beat the game over and over to watch the secret ending. YouTube had just come out and there was hardly any uploads. Feel old yet? My first time seeing a trailer for KH2 was on G4's Cinematech Nocturnal Emissions. Yes, that's what it was called. The Japanese version of the theme song played, Passion. It was late and I was supposed to be in bed for school, I think. Not long after KH2 came out, episode 3 of Star Wars did. Feel old yet?
Oh, no. He said, yeah, I had just got done watching Smosh on YouTube.
Feel old yet? I was going to say, I remember watching the show that Sean's is talking about on G4 where it was a show late at night and they literally just showed video game trailers. Like almost like music videos.
Huh.
It was really cool, actually. I wish that was a thing still. Because you discover, like, I remember seeing Heavy Rain's first trailer and being
It's
like,
called YouTube ads.
No. Where like you want to watch them. I don't want to watch YouTube ads because a lot of times YouTube ads is like, oh hey, fucking Amped Iced Tea wants you to fucking fill a swimming pool with iced tea. Do it. You know, like that shit like that. I don't want to watch that. I don't want to watch Mr. Beast the ad.
Yeah. I'm kind of getting annoyed with the Dr. Lupo Gillette one, dude.
Yeah, dude, I don't want to watch those. I just want to watch trailers for video games.
That'd be dope.
That'd be cool if there was just like a YouTube channel that did that at all times. Because you like discovering new games. Like I was saying, Heavy Rain, because that was like PS2 era, and Heavy Rain like looked fucking crazy, right? Because it was like, oh my god, the girl's face moves like a. And now you look at Heavy Rain and you're like, this isn't believable, you know. But like back then you were like, what the fuck? But yeah, I remember that. Scythe 86. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Let me know if I'm not. Favorite OG KH2 moment probably has to be running into Sephiroth again. What is Cloud doing?
Oh no.
After hearing One Winged Angel, I instantly knew I was about to get wrecked again. For the final mix, getting my fancy gold hat.
Well, dude, what's so crazy about the Sephiroth fight is like,
What is Cloud doing?
you can literally be like level like 20 to 30
and run into him, yeah.
and run into him and you're like, what the fuck? How am I supposed to beat this?
Yeah.
And then like, I like how it just right off the bat, he just does an unblockable attack unless you do the reaction command. And he could just literally one-shot you immediately, and you're like, what the fuck?
Well, and then, so you figure out how to get past that, and then the second thing of the fight, he does the, what is it called, Heartless Angel? It's the whatever move where he just instant kills you if you don't stop him.
Yeah.
So, like, there's so many layers to that fight to learn. That fight's really cool.
Yeah. 10 out of 10, dude.
Wrath of Rebellion on Twitch says, Roxas's old, more angry combat quotes. Rip.
Yeah.
He did have more angry combat quotes.
Ralph!
Who is Ralph? We need to know.
Yeah.
If you know who Ralph is, please write to us. 14th member Shion says, I kind of wanted to answer last week's question, but I hadn't registered to the Discord yet, but no one mentioned the stick. Yes, we hand out Keyblades like they're candy, but all us wannabe wielders can at least bequeath the stick. Sickest weapon of KHdom. As for this week's answer,
That's true.
My favorite thing KH2 would probably... As for my favorite thing of KH2, it would probably just have to be the amount of worlds. I just really feel like the recent installments have never had enough of them. Yes, I understand most were handheld, but even 3 to me felt extremely lacking. Hell, I will go back to Agrabah again just to have more adventures. Square and Disney really need to work on that, just saying. Pokemon Trainer J replied, don't you dare blasphemy with the A word. That word is banned in these places. And 14th member Shion replied, I'm assuming that the A word in question is a world, and if that case, please forgive me. I shall watch my language from now on. Sorry, still kind of new to this stuff. And we want you to know, 14th member Shion, Pokemon Trainer J was joking. You can say Agrabah. You just won't get liked for it.
You just get like shadow banned.
Yeah, we just shadow ban you. I know we kind of talked about this last week, but like, do you have anything you want to reiterate on for this question of the week?
Dude, the opening movie is just so good, dude. Every single time I've seen the opening movie, I want to just play through the whole fucking game. Doesn't matter how recently I played the game, I want to fucking play it again. The opening movie is the best opening movie, period, of any game ever. Wow. And I'm not shitposting.
Wow. I don't know. The DDD opening movie is pretty good.
It's good, but it's not. And when I watch the DDD opening movie, I'm not like, damn, I should play DDD.
But it could still be the best and not make you want to play the game.
To me, it doesn't have as much like. I think the KH2 one is better because it directly makes me want to play a game I've already played 400 times.
But wouldn't you say that speaks more to the strength of KH2 as a game than to the strength of the movie? Like, no, the movie got you started.
It's because of the movie.
Okay, hold on. Just say you could switch the movies, right?
Yeah.
Would that movie make you want to play DDD? Probably not.
No, but I don't know that it would. I don't think that the DDD one would make me feel the same way. Like, I want to be like, fuck, I need to play.
And that's what I'm saying, because the game's good too. I think
it's the movie and the game.
I agree that it is a much better package than DDD. I'm just saying the DDD movie's really fucking good. I'm not saying it's better than the KH2 one, because I'm not completely convinced on that.
Yeah.
But it's really good, and if the game were better, I think you'd feel similar.
Yeah, no, the two easily best opening of any game of all time.
I will say, Sanctuary and Melody of Memory doesn't live up to the hype because it's not as good as the movie.
No,
because it doesn't make you do the din din ding.
Well, it does in the co-op, but you usually fuck it up.
Well, it does in the co-op, but it's like the co-op. I'm only playing one half of that.
Yeah.
Like, so it's like whatever. Like, I'm disappointed in the vocalized tracks of the game because they go by the vocals like strictly,
yeah,
and that's annoying to me.
Well, like, it's so long. Yeah. Like, you could do it where it's like
you could do half, yeah.
You do part where you're doing the vocals and then part where you're doing like everything else.
Like in Rock Band, I know I always compare these to Rock Band because it's a rhythm game I play the most otherwise. But like, you get a song like 10 Speed where there's two guitar parts, so it's like burn. So they don't have you play it like that. They have you play the first half like that, and then you play the second line, which is like, so you play both.
Yeah,
because you can split them up. So I don't understand why they didn't do that. They just were like, you know what? We are just going to do the vocals. And then, like, that's why it was so scuffed when we were playing in Japanese, because we're not as familiar with those, like, the cadences of that.
Yeah.
And so that made those songs really fucking hard in Japanese. And then when we got to English, they still feel off to me. Like, they don't feel... Because, like, there's sometimes, like, when Utada will hold a note, and they decide, well, that's two notes. And sometimes she'll hold a note, and they decide, well, that's not.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's, like, it's just kind of scuffed. Because, like, vocals aren't the same as, like, an instrument. Or, like, a rhythm.
No.
Which is what's great about it.
Yeah.
So I wish they would have like given us some room for those instruments to kind of breathe, you know?
Get their time in the sun.
Let me do the din 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 din.
Yeah, dude.
My heart's a battleground, you know.
Right. And then right now, I want to play KH2 again.
I will say KH2. I really like whoever answered the Sephiroth fight, because I just think that is a dope fight. That is a dope, and to your point, it's like right there. Like, it's not, oh, you beat all the worlds and then you just randomly go back to Agrabah and there's the carpet's there and you got to ride him out to Kurziza. Like, it's, you can just literally walk up on Sephiroth and he's like, what is Cloud doing? What is Cloud doing? I do also really like the Thousand Heartless battle, but not actually for the Thousand Heartless battle itself, but for that section leading up to it.
Yeah.
With the Demyx fight. Goofy fucking dies.
Yeah.
You're full of like anger for Goofy, even though you probably know he's not dead. And then you fight with Yuffie, Squall, Cloud, Tifa.
Yeah.
Is that it? Yeah, those 4 different little Heartless fighting rooms before you go fight the 1,000 Heartless, and I really like that section. And then the Goofy's alive again, and you're like, okay, cool. Yeah. And then you go and fight 1,000 Heartless, which when you compare it to like the Kingdom Hearts 3 one, it's aged a little bit to me. Yeah. I think the Kingdom, like, I know there are some things that people like better about KH2 to KH3, but I think when it comes to the big Heartless battle and the Remind's Cave of Remembrance, I think it's definitely one-upped KH2 in that regard.
Oh, like you think the data battles?
I think the data battles in KH3 are better than the data battles in KH2. Just by a small margin.
See, I think some battles are better in 3 and some battles are better in 2. Like the Marluxia fight, while it's cooler in 3 with all the like moves and everything, it's not this. I think in 2 it's better because you can play it how you want because of the reaction commands. I think it's more fun to do the fight in 2. If you could get like a combination of both, I think that'd be like
so. I agree that some fights are better in 2, but I think overall 3 is better. 3 gives you more of what you want, and it's more polished, and it's more. The Cave of Remembrance song is just better. Like it's just a better version of that song.
Yeah. It's a banger.
It looks better. The fights all have like cool they just all have like little details woven into them. Like their DMs change the battlefield or And
I feel like Xemnas, his fight is definitely way cooler in 2 because you end up doing like both fights.
Mm-hmm.
But also like it just feels like the KH3 one. I think I said this before. It feels like the KH3 one is supposed to have reaction commands.
Yeah, Xemnas feels a little weird because like the fucking walls he puts up.
Yeah, and then like the little reversal shit. Like it feels like it's supposed to have a lot of reaction commands.
Yeah, he feels a little weird.
That's why I guess I remember that's what I was thinking of like when people are doing their answers. And that might be one of my like as far as like gameplay wise, like reaction commands.
Yeah.
Like reaction commands are so dope, and especially like in the Marluxia fight. If you press triangle looking at the blade, you do a lot more damage. Whereas if you press it with when you're looking at his body, you refill your hit counter, right? So like you can play it differently based on that. Like the Zaldin fight, getting like the learns and stuff like that. And it's not like it's not something where you can just like completely mash. Because like I mean, in a lot of the story fights, you can just mash triangle, right? And I think that's fine. But you can also just like wait and then like time to press it like timing wise, right? But I think in like the org fights, it's a lot cooler. And like the Xemnas fight when you're running up the tower and there's 3 different ones based on the timing. I think reaction commands is fucking dope. And I'm sad they're gone.
Oh yeah, no, I get it. I don't know that reaction commands work in KH3. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just think they took them out for a reason. And I think they tried to make you have the options without having to wait for that reaction command. I don't know that it replaced it 100% perfectly. I think that it's not exactly what you would want.
Yeah.
But it and then with those data fights, they take away a lot of your options because you don't have Donald and Goofy, and right. So that makes it a little different. But well, I think they did.
I'm talking about like reaction commands as far as like ones where you're using something about the enemy against them.
Right. No, I get it.
Yeah. So like that's why I feel like a ton of the nobodies aren't really in KH3 because they're designed like fighting snipers in KH3 is a little weird. Or like fighting like I'm glad there's only like one fucking juggernaut or whatever.
Right.
Oh, it would be fucking terrible.
Yeah. Well, they put them in like battle gates and stuff.
Yeah.
Mostly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they're designed with reaction. You're right. They're designed with reaction commands in mind, and we don't have those in KH3.
Yeah.
So, and I think that would have been tough for them to like. I don't know. I agree with you, but I also think KH3 is good in its own way, and I think the Cave of Remembrance is better in KH3. Like if they took the polish they added to KH3 and put it on KH2 in the same way, KH2 would be better.
Yeah.
Because I think the fights generally are a little better there.
Well, and you have
like Luxord's is easier to do. Luxord's easier to understand in KH2 than he is in KH3. KH3 sometimes things happen and you go, wait, why didn't I get it that time?
Yeah.
Because of the lack of reaction commands, right?
Right. Well, and I think what's cool is like obviously you have more options that you can do in KH3. But as far as like from just like a pure combat standpoint in Cage 2, like you can hit, but then also like leading up with like, or not leading up, but like you do a combo and then immediately after you're doing a reaction command. Like it just feels really good when you're just hitting all these consistent reaction commands and doing these combos and then like mixing it in with magic or like forms and stuff. It feels really good when you're hitting all the button presses.
Right. No, for sure. I think both games are great in their own way, in own right. I just prefer the Cavern of Remembrance in 3 because I think they spent a lot of time trying to correct what people were mad about in Cage 3 from Cage 2, and I think they did as good a job as they could do without completely changing everything, right?
Right.
And Cage 2, I don't know why we're talking about this right now, but like Cage 2 discourse on Twitter has gotten old as shit, right?
Yeah, everyone's kind of over it.
Certain YouTubers being like, "Oh, I'm sick of the discourse," and then going, "Oh, ha ha ha, Cage 2 better, ha ha ha," you know, like funny, ha ha, Cage 2 better. Oh, this is a cold take because Cage 2 is obviously better. You know, it's like whatever, fuck you. To me, like the discourse of like, just make Cage 2 again is like when you're like, you have a band that people really liked and they really liked their first album or their second album, and now they're on their 8th album, and I don't understand why they don't just make it like their second album again. And it's like, no, because you would fucking hate it.
Yeah,
like things are different now. You can't just like go back to that and expect it to be good. Like,
you know who's a good example of that? Who? Eminem.
Oh yeah, I bet a ton of people just like
he literally dropped a song that was like a single that he had from way back in the day. It's literally he didn't like they might have like mixed it a little bit differently, but like it's an old recording and it didn't do super well.
Right.
So it's like
people don't really want that. They just think they want that because nostalgia is like one of the most powerful feelings people have.
Yeah.
So they go, "Oh, give me bro, if they just made KH2 again, but with a better graphics engine, bro, that would be my favorite game." No, it wouldn't. I guarantee it would not. I guarantee you would still go back and play KH2, you fucking mongrel, because that you like KH2 that much because of the nostalgia. Yes, it's a good game. Yes, it has like, you know, but it's not you.
And honestly, like, does the graphic fidelity like even like matter that much? No,
it doesn't.
I mean, I can tell the difference when we're emulating it. Because I don't know, our emulation settings I think are fucked, but like it's hard on the eyes sometimes.
Yeah.
But
well, I think it'd be hard on the eyes
when you play it like the 2.5 remix, you're like, oh yeah, dude. Like you can't really. You'd have to like change the whole art style to make it look better.
Right. Well, and that's the thing too, is like we kind of got that with 2.5, and like people are still like, and it's like, fucking just get like. Grow up as a person, dude. Like, just like new things. Like, it's okay.
Or just like your thing and don't shit on other people's thing.
If you just like your thing, like, then that's okay too. Just don't, like, you can still like your thing. It's like when, like, they remake a movie and everybody's like, they're remaking Ghostbusters, but with all women and it's ruining Ghostbusters. And it's like,
no, it still exists.
No, Ghostbusters still exists, you fucking idiot.
It's still the same exact thing.
that reminds me of that I think it was a Vine. You're an adult virgin. I really like that. But yeah, anyways, the whole point of this conversation was don't be a dumbass. Okay?
Cage 2 is great.
Cage 2 is great. Cage 3 is great. Cage 1 is great. Recoded sucks.
But no more bugs, though?
No more bugs. Good track.
Absolute banger.
Glad they included it in Melody Memory. Anyway, that's it for the question of the week. I think we're still doing the question of the week. There's no question of the week next week because we have the question of the month that we're going over. So if you have not answered the question of the month yet, please go into Discord and answer it. You'll be entered to win some prizes.
I've made mental notes of who answered the question of the week this week, and I know who hasn't answered it this week. If y'all motherfuckers didn't answer the question of the month, the 100th episode, the 2-year anniversary of the podcast, I will lose it.
Oh my God, he's really losing it, folks. He's really losing it. Anyway, episode 100 next week, 5 p.m. Friday, January 8th at 5 p.m. on twitch.tv/Super Spaghetti Bros. I've given you all the info you need. We'll probably
go drop us a follow right now.
Yes.
You'll get the alert that will go live if you forget about it. Be like, yo, freaking live.
We're going to go live at 5, but we probably won't start till like 5 or 10 minutes later just to make sure everybody can get in there for the intro and all that. We'll probably chat with you for a few minutes before we start, like we typically do when we do the podcast live. The live podcast will also be up on Apple Podcasts and all your podcasting stuff and YouTube as soon as I can after the live podcast. But I am also here to announce that after the live podcast, when we're finished recording it and we're done, not only am I going to announce the winners of the giveaways, but I am going to return to doing crit data fights at KH3.
Oh my god.
That we're going to stream that for a couple hours after the live podcast so you guys can see me. The last time we did it, I beat Larkseen and Young Xehanort, but I was sweating my balls off and I was having a mental breakdown.
Yeah.
And those are two of the easier ones.
Yeah.
So if you're into that kind of torturous stuff, please tune in after the podcast as well.
If you want to spam laughing emotes at Mike.
And we also do a lot of fun stuff when we do that, so that will be a good time too. It'll be a good celebration of our 100th episode.
Yeah, and we do this little cheeky thing where
it's cheeky.
Where we say, okay, how many tries will it take Mike to beat this boss? And if you get it right, you get VIP in the chat.
In
if
Twitch.
you're already VIP, you get mod.
Yeah, so it's a little cheeky, little fun contest we do. Also, I didn't mention this earlier, but I'm going to mention it now so it's not like a static shock to you guys next week. After the 100th episode, we're going to take a week off of the Ansem Report podcast. We're going to recharge our creative batteries. So that way when we come back with episode 101, we're fresh, we're ready to roll. So I just wanted to put that out there now so people aren't surprised next week when we say it.
It's the last episode.
Not ever. Just...
It's the last episode.
We're going to take a week off. We're just 1 week.
It's the very last episode.
It's the very last episode. You heard it here first. Anyway, thank you guys so much for listening and watching. We'll see you next week for the Ansem Report Podcast, episode 100, live. Jason, hit him with it.
May your heart be your guiding key.
Thank you.
Now fuck off.